Hey everybody, it's John again with Grace, Liberty, and the Finished Work of Jesus Christ. And I want to give a big old shout out to my dear friend, my brother Joshua over there in Nigeria, and all of his African friends. God bless you. And this one, my friends, is called Trust God's Truth, because he's the only one that knows. So here's a fact. A fact is that if two different people from two different places with two different sets of beliefs go to Google and search a topic, they're going to find different sets of information. This was stated as a fact by somebody who was very high up in Google and also who was very high up in Facebook. They helped create this system. And it's based upon all the information that they've gathered on you and me by our online activity. Here's a quote. It's a quote from a website called deadline.com, and they are talking about Facebook. And what they say about Facebook is the real business purpose is to engage an audience for as long as possible so advertisers can reach them. You see, what sites like Facebook do is they put up things, whether it's likes or alerts or pictures or videos, or they throw things onto our social media pages so that we will stay on watching and looking over these sites longer, so that their advertisers can put more advertisements up so that we see them. And they do that by using a lot of false, inaccurate, or unverifiable information. There's a documentary put out by the founders and presidents, or former founders and presidents, of some of the most major social media sites in the planet, such as Facebook, Pinterest, Instagram, a professor of business from Harvard, and Google. And they got tired of all the unethical and demonic, I would say demonic, things going on in this industry, the social media and technological industry, and decided to expose it all. And so this is what they said. They said, this is a quote, "We created a system that biases towards false information because false information makes the companies more money than the truth. The truth is boring." Did you hear that? These people who created these industries, these people who are in charge basically of how we get our information and how we communicate with one another, admitted that it was all based on fake and false information. They said this. Here's another quote from a website called good.is. It says, "Reporters are human. Because they're human, they bring their own perspectives and biases to the work that they do." So the guy that wrote this is a reporter. And he himself said that he brings his biases, he brings his own opinions into everything that he reports. So the regular media, whether it's the news, whether it's reporters online, whether it's newspapers, not one of these people is telling the 100% truth, because they're not basing it all off of facts. They're basing it off their own opinions. All right, here's another quote from the Virginia Mercury. "Much of today's media, however, have allowed the wall between news and opinion to crumble." What this reporter is saying is that a lot of people and a lot of reporters, a lot of shows are claiming that what they're telling us is fact or it's the news. And when in actuality, it's only really their own opinion. You see, it's no secret, my friends, that social media and the news media do not tell things entirely true. Sometimes it's just outright false. It's widely known that opinion is being told as fact. These opinions of people are being told as if they're facts, but they're just opinions. It is also not a secret that the governments of this world, all the governments of this world, and major companies of this world do not tell things entirely true. Because if they told things the way they were, nobody would listen to them. They would probably be arrested, to be honest with you. And the companies wouldn't make any money. So they lie, or they deceive, or they tell things that are false and pass them off as true. Or just give opinions and tell you it's the truth. There is so much information and so much falsehood in this world now. It's almost impossible to know what's true and what's not. How can we tell? You know, this news agency says one thing. This news agency says another. This person says something is true. This person says it's not. This politician says this is true, but this politician argues and says that person's wrong and is evil. How do we know? There's no way to tell. However, there is one way, one person, one being that knows all, knows the truth. And that's God. Right? John 14:6 tells us that Jesus says, I am the way and the truth and the life. Jesus is the truth. Jesus is the embodiment of the truth. Jesus is God in a form that helps us understand who God is. And Jesus is the truth. We just need to look to Jesus. Truth in Greek in this passage means reality. Jesus is the reality. If we want to know what truth is, then study the life of Jesus. If you, my friends, want to know the truth, you want to get rid of the corruption, you want to wipe away the falsehoods, you want to know whether or not, the government or the companies or the social media or the celebrities are telling us the truth, look at Jesus. Study his life. What did he say? What did he do? What did he like? What did he not like? This, my friends, is the truth. This is what's factual. And this is the right way. Jesus is the right way. Romans 3:4 says, let God be true and let every man be a liar. It doesn't matter what the rest of the world calls it. Because you know what's going to happen? They're going to say that the things you say aren't true. They're going to say that it's silly, or it's a conspiracy, or that it's wrong, right? But I'm going to say, this is the Bible. This is the truth. I don't care what you say. I don't care if you don't think it's true. I don't care if you don't believe, right, in what I'm saying. It's true. I care enough, obviously, that I want you to believe the truth so that you can go to heaven. But I'm not going to shrink, and I'm not going to back down from believing the Bible and believing God's way just because you think it's a conspiracy. Just because you don't think it's right. My friends, stand for the truth. And people will think you're crazy. People may think you're weird. People may say that you're wrong. But this is the truth. Jesus is the truth. The cross is the truth. Just because popular opinion, just because celebrities, Just because the media says it's false, God is true. We need to follow and we need to listen to him. So I want to encourage you guys, all my brothers and sisters over there, to don't be discouraged. And if you really have a hard time knowing what the truth is, look at Jesus. Read the Gospels. What did he say? What did he do? How did he act? What did he like? What did he not like? My friends, you're amazing. You're awesome. And don't forget, the truth will set you free. God knows the truth. And it doesn't matter if anybody else, says it's false. God bless. Have a great day.